Hi guys, and welcome to my third video. I'm so glad you're here. It's Ferenike again, and today we'll be talking about being yourself. Isn't that what we all want, to just be ourselves and maybe the best version of ourselves? Very often when we have a very important presentation, a performance, or an interview to go to, and we go to our parents, mentors, and we ask them for advice, and we say, I feel really nervous about this, I don't know how to do it, and they always come back to you, not always, but most often than not, saying, just be yourself, honey, and you'll be fine. And you're sitting there thinking to yourself, that's a really good advice, but I don't know exactly what does that mean. So I decided I want to find the most accurate description of what is authenticity in a human being. What is to be authentic? What does that mean? And I did some research again, and I found a very accurate description by Martha Graham. She was an American dancer and choreographer, and she's the equivalent of Picasso in dancing. She's amazing. So when she was asked what is authenticity in a human being, she said it is a vitality, a life force, an energy or quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there's only one of you in all time, this expression is unique, and if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium and it will be lost. How beautiful is that? How beautiful it is to know that we all have something unique to offer, something unique, a gift or a talent, that it's only us that we have it. And I think that's really, really amazing. And I think we all have the responsibility to identify what that is, to develop it to maximum. And it doesn't have to be something outrageous. You don't have to be Celine Dion to know that you are good at singing, for example. It can be something very simple, like being very good at negotiations, for example. Whatever that might be, your unique expression. So yeah, we all have the responsibility to identify it, to develop it, and to express it with the world in order to make this a better place. But then what do you think has prevented us from actually doing that? And why is it so difficult to actually be ourselves? And the answer to this question is because we have been conditioned to fit in. Since a very young age, since we go to school, primary school, we are required to sit back and observe the teacher. Sit back and watch. Right? So we have an outside-in approach rather than an inside-out approach. And that is the cause why psychologists today say that that we are 80% of who we are is a product of our environment. So where we grow up, the people, the friends, the culture, the food has determined who we are 80%. And 20% of that is authentically who we are from the inside out. So what is natural to us, right? So some people ask me, okay, how can I be more of myself? How can I increase that 20%? I mean, the percentages are sort of an average, right? Of course, that would depend on where you lived, the life you have lived, and all of that stuff. But essentially, how can we be more of ourselves is the question. And that's not something that happens overnight. It requires lots of work, lots of digging inside yourself and finding out more about yourself, developing your self-awareness, and then also self-love and compassion for yourself. And that's lots of different videos that we can discuss at a later stage. But essentially, here's a clue. Here's a clue when you know when you're authentic to yourself and when you are being yourself 100%. You are put in a situation, whatever that be, in a daily life, in everything you do, in your relationships, in every communication you have with other people, that you don't have to betray yourself. That's how you know when you're authentic. When you have to betray yourself, then you're not authentic, right? So whatever your core values are, for example, for me, being honest is a very important value, very important quality of mine, right? So if I am in a situation, and I have been in the past, right, that I have to be dishonest for some reason, because I'm required to do, because whatever the circumstance, then I feel stress inside myself and a contradiction So what's my authentic self and what I'm required to do from the outside world, right? Or so many times people are in relationships that they don't feel authentic, or people are in industries that they see corruption and they see wrong behavior and they have to go along with that, so they are not actually being honest, because then they'll have big trouble, right? But that's when you know, and when you have been betraying yourself in a very long and consistent basis, that's when you lose self-respect, and that's how you lose self-esteem. And that becomes a problem, is it not? And then of course the opposite is true as well. So when you're authentic with yourself and with your core values, and you're in line with what you believe true for you, then that's how you develop self-esteem and also self-respect for yourself. I hope you found it valuable. I hope that gives a good clue about how to be authentic more yourself. So please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next Sunday. I want to hear all your thoughts about this. Share with me some of the stories, some of the experiences that you have done, and how you can be more authentic now. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you next Sunday.